Ladies and gentlemen, season 3 booking is officially underway. We had our first booking episode in the last episode of MyGM, so hopefully you're keeping pace here in season 3, and it's getting intense because, I mean, the last episode myself, Cody, I had negative fans. I was net negative for the episode, so this thing is far from over, and I've got two other very competitive GMs here with me. We've got Cheek.
Looking to climb the ladder to pass your sorry ass.
My ass is so sorry. And then I'm going to go ahead and send him in because he is the first one booking today. We also have Canada. Hello, Canada.
Yes, sir. We are first to book. And if we do a submission match, we get an injury rehab 3. I don't know if we'll be doing that. But what we have to do is we promise New Jack a triple threat or a fatal 4-way against Rey Mysterio and Jesse the Body. So let's kind of throw this as the main event then. We'll start with a triple threat. Where is New Jack as champion should come out last, and then we'll have Jesse come out as the feud boils over, and of course they want to face Rey Mysterio. And I think the best thing to do here would be to have Abyss is busy this week. Oh yes, I did the training on Abyss, so he is out this week. Okay, got you. Remember that.
Did you do both of them, or was it just Abyss? I wasn't paying attention to the other roster up.
I did both for the 30K.
Okay,
yes.
That's right. Okay.
Yeah. We're just going to do a normal match. Maybe because New Jack's in it, we could throw extreme rules on, although we should put the title on then. I'm just not ready for him to defend this title immediately after winning it last week. So I think we'll just put them, or maybe it was 2 weeks ago actually. I think it was week 1 we had him win. Julia has the perk that we're gonna go pop that perk.
Perk popping.
She is a bruiser. She could turn into a fighter or a giant.
Whoa. Okay.
I know. I think because I don't have enough giants, especially on the women's side, we'll give the option to change into a gigante. And that could leave a giant team here with Disco Bell and Julia.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Speaking of giants, Kevin Owens is a giant in his own regard.
No.
No, he says. Okay, I don't. Okay, I think Bret Hart's out for the week. Of course, look at that stamina going all the way up. Aleister Black's going to get the week off in that case. Oof. Cody Rhodes and Brooks Jensen are going to have to get in the ring this week again. Build up that rivalry. As I take a quick gander over here of what I've been doing in the past 2 weeks, we've already changed 2 promos. I got to get the call-outs going. And we already have 1 challenge complete. But as we go, we'll eventually get all these. Ooh, let's check out the power cards quickly. Nothing screaming at me.
Oh, the Big Show scream.
Big Show thinking. Oh, my goodness.
And I mean, we are in week 3, so unfortunately, we're gonna hit Cody with a
that's
is
war.
And of course, this is war. We have 5 randomly selected superstars will not be able to participate in the Go Home show for Cody. We said season 3, these cards are gonna be flying, bro. It's
true. Like,
we
and I
saved
brought
them
it
up for a
up
reason.
last episode. But as a reminder, we play this mode throughout the year, but you know, as we're recording this episode, it's the middle of December. New game comes out in March, so it's really like 2.5 months basically. So we don't know exactly how far we're gonna get. So you got to take some schwangs.
Hell yeah.
Take some
Now-
wings.
Thinking of doing something like this, an ambulance match, one-on-one, Tony D'Angelo, Road Dogg, Jesse James, hoping that Tony D'Angelo's loses because he's going to get injured anyways, and an ambulance match gives you a 25% chance to injure the loser for 2 weeks. So I think we're going to start that one off to kick off the show. It seems like a pretty dang good match. Road Dogg, Jesse James, and Tony D'Angelo. And of course, if Tony D'Angelo does get hurt, we got an abundance with 2, actually, not an abundance.
That's still pretty good though.
That's not bad.
6 weeks worth of healing.
We got some heals to be done. And you know what? Just because I know he's going to have less superstars, we might as well throw Scouted on Cody as well.
Ooh, good play. Even before,
Yeah.
I'll just go ahead and say, even before the This Is War, I was thinking about doing a search this week. So,
Damn.
Well, this week you'll be fine. This week you'll be fine.
oh, true. It's next week.
Yeah. Ooh, we double the power cards. We got to take a look at all these because shit is happening, boys. So we need to chop that big old tree, that redwood that is Cody, down a little bit. So
Some would say it's hitting the fan.
I don't know if I would say that, but I would say that
Oh.
just to say that.
And don't call me
Okay, we got the
Shirley.
tag team ladies, and I think we'll keep the belt off this time around, especially because Julia is going to need a week off after this week. And I think either my only other option is to get the Demon and Kevin Owens in the ring this week. I think that is what it's going to be. Does it have to be it doesn't have to be the main event,
Okay.
which is interesting. So with the popularity that Kevin Owens and Demon Finn Balor have, I'm going to, although Rey Mysterio popular, Jesse popular, New Jack not as much, but he's getting his way up there. This is hard now. If I throw the belt on this, I have a pretty good feeling that this will do better than this. So I think, especially with the Extreme Rules, belt on, better than no belt, but very popular guys. It'll be the pre-main event. And I think the ambulance match, oh man, is that going to do better than these two with a level 1 rivalry? Ooh. I can't tell how much popularity plays into it, but we got the ring XP kind of even with 25 and 15 and 22, 21. I just can't make the decision unless I just make this somewhat of I just want this to rate decently. So how about instead of an ambulance, we change it, we save 12 grand, although the quality boost is way better. And we get 2 popularity and a 20%. This seems better, to be honest with you. I think I'll just keep it, and we're just going to roll the dice. We'll put it in the middle at least. And then we are going to try. We'll have Aleister Black cut a self promo. We'll have Charlotte Flair call out Becky Lynch, and we will have Becky Lynch cut a promo. I think, other than any other power cards I want to pop, I'm feeling pretty decent. Nobody could sit. So I think for this week, I shall call it, but I will grab a pre-match physio. Last looks, can't really afford anything. And yeah, we don't want the belt on here. Did I want the belt on for the girls? No, I didn't. Not this time around. And we'll have the belt on for the men to make sure it rates better. Hopefully. All right. I'm sending her in, Vern.
No. All right, let's see what this. Armando, what was that stunt you just pulled? You like that? Got to get dirty if you want to win.
Oh, like stunts?
Yeah, you like stunts. Watch your back. All right. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I stole China. That's what he's upset about.
Raring to go.
But yeah, I'd be upset.
Nice. Raring to go as she's flat-faced on morale. She's so excited. And then Triple H. Nia made a fool of herself in public. I won't bore you with the details, but we're giving her a. How is that not? How is that gonna be boring when you're? It's bad enough to suspend her. Okay. All right. Anyways, so now I got a slap on the wrist. Ooh, to the moon, baby. Looks like we're gonna have a gauntlet match. Okay. Anything else? Nothing too bad. So, guess we can kind of get a lay of the land here. Health spas, rehabs. I got 170 thou. I already got 2 of these. Do I want another? I only got 1 health spot. I'm gonna think about things. And also, like, I want to peruse my Rolodex of power cards. Interesting. Okay. Let me see here. Is there anyone that we can send to the moon? I'm gonna wait on it because I don't know the long-term future of Yokozuna and Great Khali, but so for right now we're just gonna feel things out. Ladies side, so Naya's out for 3 weeks, but Triple H didn't want to bore us with the details of why someone wouldn't be suspended for 3 weeks. So that is a bummer. So Tamina and Soul's in a feud. So we got Blair and Trish. But Trish is pretty low on Steams, so that kind of takes out the women's titles for a second. Yeah, Tamina and Soul. I think I'm gonna do call out just to kind of give Tamina a little rest. I'm gonna have Soul call her out. Hopefully we can get that to grow. Oh dear. Got a big go home show next week, so I gotta make sure we are on the up and up. And Triton, our king, still out this week. We'll be back home for the go home. Let's do something I've needed to do.
What do you need to do?
Well, the thing I need to do is I need to flip some people to be nice.
Yeah,
because
it's a lot of naughty boys.
A lot of naughty boys.
We do. And
You naughty boy.
naughty, you're so naughty. You're so naughty. Okay. I just got to think long term too about some other possible.
Who could it be?
I think it behooves my best interest to switch Tonga.
The
And get
Tangas?
them the Tangas. Yeah. I'm gonna flip them. That way, this feud with the Dragons and the El Grandes of the world comes along beautifully. And then I have little plans for who their next tag opponents might be. But for right now, that'll be that. So I got 1 promo spot left. The go home show, I'm gonna see if there's anything we can do to juice up any of these feuds. So I think I'm gonna do is a tag team call out. I'm gonna try my best to see if Dragon Lee and El Grande can come through in the clutch and get this to at least a level 3. Might be a shot in the dark, but if they could do that, that would help us out a ton. So now, okay, all things kind of cleaned up there, so we'll see if we can just get back to some good old-fashioned wrestling. So let's see. Oh yeah, Penta is back. He has 100 stamina. Much like Canada, he's got a couple people out because Triple H is helping send some people off to get a little rest. But I didn't.
Massage therapy?
Now he's a new man.
Hell yeah.
New man. Okay.
New man.
I'm gonna have to mix up. Man, I only got 2 face guys. One is Roman Reigns.
Roman Reigns.
This is gonna be a tough week to book. A lot of people. I don't have many people left. So we're gonna have to have Roman. Roman needs a big
Yeah, buddy. Yeah, he
Big
does.
man to fight. We're gonna have him
Yeah, he
get in the ring and
does.
scrap with Yokozuna.
Oh, he's fighting his own uncle.
Yeah,
Look at
true.
that. Family Feud.
Oh yeah.
Okay. And
Always
then
forget
I
Yokozuna's
guess
Samoan.
I don't know how I feel about having Chadwick.
Chadwick.
I might have to.
The chat has been weaked.
The chattest of wikis. Let's have Great Khali in this as well.
Golly.
Just to get him involved for one.
One time for the one time.
I guess I gotta try to. I don't know. I guess I could just let it ride with Gable. If he gets hurt,
I mean, that's a good match because Penta matches well Great Khali, but then they got the Penta Gable feud.
yeah.
Well,
we'll
they
see
all
if
have a
it-
unique one, so you're getting chemistry across the board since all three have a different class.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Just
Hell
like
yeah,
us.
Which class are you?
I don't know. I don't want to say.
Come on, she's the specialist.
Yeah, I'm special, all right.
Mhm.
Let's see. All right, now let's get to the ladies. I think we're just gonna run this one back again.
Run it back.
Run it back. That's such a good like mid card to be able to have. Okay, I got 2 matches left. I got some tired boys. And man, this might be grounds. Might have to go to the well and maybe hire some people.
Oh, baby.
Because I want to put China. I want to put China in a match. But I don't want to tire any of these out, and they're already in feuds anyway. Actually, you know what? I don't really care about Trish and Nia feud, because that's going to be on hold for freaking 3 weeks. Only thing I got to do is see if I have a Fizz. Plop, plop, fizz, fizz.
Oh, what a relief.
Alka-Seltzer, plop, plop, fizz, fizz. Oh, what a relief it is.
What a relief
is.
indeed, because we need that. I'll protect her. I'm not going to protect Chadwick, because if he goes down, it is what it is. But, so I feel better about this. Now, 1 match left. Obviously, I don't want to book these two. I mean, I could, but we're running very close to the sun there. I guess I'm fine with Ilya fighting somebody. He doesn't really need to be in that Triton feud, but I think it might be what it is. Let me just figure out who his ass is going to be fighting. I think we're going to search. Oh gosh.
Oh, buddy.
I know.
Oh.
This is crazy. I do need a guy. Not that it matters, but Ilya is a heel. And I do need more nice guys anyway, so actually, this doesn't matter. Let's just find a nice guy. A nice 15,
yeah.
19.
Nice gentlemanly figure.
Ooh.
Good swing.
Okay. I think I want to just immediately drawn to Seth Rollins because, what do you know? He is special. Alright. And he's got 62 pop. Seth friggin' Rollins is an immediate plug and play. Do I want the 5 weeks? Let's do 4 for it's not like it matters. Let's just bring him in for 5. Let's have some fun. He's on the brand. Not a bad little hire. Where did you go? There we go. And that saves. So if Ilya goes down, it is what it is. If Chadwick goes down, it is what it is. Now we're going to get this curve rocking. I think this should be proper. Only thing I'm worried about. No, I think we're good. I think this is the right play. That's a title match, so that'll hit. I think we're just going to let that ride. And that is going to be... Oh, shit. I got a gauntlet match. How much is To the Moon worth to me?
To the moon.
Wow. I completely forgot about going to the moon.
Wow. Who would have thought?
All right. Real quick. I know what I'm doing, so bear with me, everyone. All right.
Bears.
Gauntlet Eliminator.
Got bears.
So that won't count.
Oh, yeah.
It's got to be the normal gauntlet.
Oh, normal gauntlet.
No.
There we go.
Try to cheat with the eliminator.
No.
And you don't have enough money, by the way.
I know. Got to figure something out.
Scrap some things.
I know. We're gonna have to scrap. And then let's get the new boy in there. We're gonna get Yokozuna is gonna be in there again. And I think we're gonna do. Let's do. Yeah, let's get Kali in there. There's our gauntlet.
Ooh.
There's our gauntlet. And then we'll do. This can still be a thing. We'll just have Ilya move down to this. And then all I need is one last thing. So we're just gonna go grab a couple Jabas. We need some clarity in our life against those cannons. Little throwaway match, but it is what it is. And then there we go. So now we're gonna get our card. Got the title match, got the curve down, I believe. And all I gotta do is take out like 10 grand. So we're not gonna be able to fully change him yet. So this might be a WIP, little work in progress.
Yep.
Work in progress.
All right, but at least we're under budge. We get everything done we need to do. I didn't fully flip the tag team yet, but they're on their way. So there we go. I think that's good enough. It wasn't as glorious as it was going to be, but I wanted to make sure I got that card. I almost forgot about it. So there we go. Go ahead, send it in. There we go. Look at that card.
Yes, sir.
All right, WC Dub. We got that bad timing coming our way. So because of that, Shaq will be needing a contract here this week. So we signed him for 4 weeks. We have a contract negotiation, so obviously using it a couple weeks earlier than intended, but this is part of the plan if I wanted to keep him. He's got the feud. I wanted to try to get to the go-home show and kind of see if we're going to keep him, but we will. So we'll use contract negotiation to keep him around. He has not heard of it. So big moment there for Shaq finally hearing about it. All right, Carmelo Hayes, good old Boston. Talk about adoring fans, what they want. I better be on the card tonight or they'll be hell to pay. That's easy enough. And Jakara wants to win her next match. Fair enough. I don't know if I'll remember to help. Hell in a Cell match for a Health Spa. Health Spa is good. Hell in a Cell is expensive. And I'm not sure if I'll be able to do that. So Carmelo wants to make an appearance, and he needs to fight Tyler Bate, so that just kind of works out across the board here. We'll make something happen with that. Doing a quick glance here at what I've got going on for my seasonal challenges. Julio. And then we've got a perk upgrade. Tyler Bate up to level 15. Can be Cruiser or Bruiser if I want to change him. We'll make it Cruiser. Boom. All right, so kind of looking at the cards, so we know that This Is War is hitting us. So 5 superstars are going to be out of the next show. I was thinking about sneaking a couple signings in, low-key ones this week. And since we've got the Scouted hitting us next week, I definitely think we need to do that. So kind of what my thinking is, is I've got 3 Queens of the Ring. So 2 of them are definitely going to use this season. Possibly all 3, pending timing of things. So I think I want to expand the women's roster because I don't want to be in a spot where I want to use the card and then I've got to go make 3 or 4 signings. I don't have the money to do it. So that was kind of my thought coming in, was I was going to gradually expand the women's roster of my brand. So right now we've got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
You want to know what time I woke up this morning?
What time?
Around 6, 7.
6, 7!
Female stars. And we're going to need a face because for what I want to do in headcanon, I want to turn Raquel heel, which might get delayed because of her feud, but I think getting a face is the priority there. But I think I'm going to grab 2 people this week, knowing that I'm not going to want to do a search next week and go from there. So I'm going to go ahead and start with that so I know where my budget gets adjusted to. And we're just going to go level 10. We're going to go female. And then we're going to go ahead and mark face and see what we get. So we get Liv Morgan, Tegan Knox, Kalani Jordan as our search results. And this is tempting because if I just grab Liv, I established her chemistry with Raquel in season 1. I assume it's still there. So I could just have the team right away without having to worry about switching Raquel to a heel. So we might go ahead and do that. We're going to go 2 weeks of Liv. We've got 70 grand left. And then we've got more stamina and popularity on Tegan, but she's more expensive. So we're going to go, she's got better mic. That's part of why, but we're still going to take Kalani Jordan 3 weeks on her contract. And then this is earlier than I intended to use this, but I think I'm going to go ahead and use my classically trained and just give everybody a 5-week extension. And I might honestly just grab Tegan too and just make this a cheaper week in terms of matches getting booked. So I'm going to do Tegan for 1 week, have them all split up so they're not all asking for contracts at the same time. So 1 week Tegan Knox, then we're going to go ahead and use classically trained so they'll all get 5 weeks on their contract. Shaq will also get 5 weeks added. So that'll buy me a little bit of time to get financials figured out. I'm going to go ahead and use a bad timing on... Who did Canada have on temporary? Canada's got the big... I'm going to go Cheek because I know Canada's got the bigger extension so that he can counter that pretty quickly. And then I know these are going to come back for me. It is what it is. Cards got to get used. Bad publicity. I'm going to be out a lot of people. So we're going to hit Canada with that. Take 10% of his fans from the Go Home show.
Nice.
And then...
Guess who's punting?
I mean, that'll just bury you deeper if you punt. So I'm like, it's was either way. Like, that does hurt me more, but I was like, I got to do what I got to do. Okay, so I don't know if I'm going to use anything else here. We'll kind of revisit. But those were the big pieces I wanted to do. So it's kind of throw a card together here, see what we get. And I think priority needs to be just trying to have feuds ready, even if they're not all at a high enough level. So I'm just kind of looking around here for what I could possibly do.
What are you gonna do?
So this will probably, I can only afford one of these right now. We're gonna go ahead and get the Jakara heel turn done. She wants to win her next match. I don't want to use a fixed match right now, so this will buy me a time to think about it. She needs to go heel anyway. Then we are going think to go ahead and do the tag match here. So Steiner, we might use a physio, we might adjust this, but for now I'm gonna, or no, we don't want to do this because Carmelo Hayes. So let's actually do, I'm just gonna put this on paper and see what I think. This could replace the tag feud, but I could run with this since I thought about teaming up Carmelo and Javon anyway. But for now, we'll put this here. Might just turn this into a Hayes Bait singles match, but for now, I'm gonna go like that. Then the Shaxium feud. I think we booked them so we have a good rivalry on the card. And then if we book them in a match again next week, one of or both of them will be at risk for injury, but I think we have to take the risk due to the circumstances. Then let's go with Tegan Knox, new to the brand, Lash Legend, potential feud depth if they pop something there. Then we're going to go triple threat. We're going to go Jade, Zelina, and let's do Liv. She's got more stamina. Then that leaves us one contest here at the top. And just kind of glancing at the roster options here, what I think I want to do. And I might go another triple threat. Not going to have rivalries involved here, but just get Raquel and Kalani. They've got stamina. Put them there. And then, let's see. We can do tag team call out. And I don't know if it would work like this, but if these guys go first and they get the rivalry to level 2, then it can't be replaced by the match. So that's what I'm going to try to do. If it fails, then this could replace it, but if it replaces it, I can pivot that. That's okay. Then we're going to go, so Ciampa needs the full week off. So we're going to have Randussy come out here. Is she a 4? Also, she is. Okay, so we're going to have Randy go advertising. We're going to have Bianca go charity. And I think we're good with that. We don't have stipulations. If I want to put stipulations on, I would switch the charity promo. We're not going to mess with the Hell in a Cell. We're not worried about that. But I think I'm going to go without the stipulations here. It's going to hurt us a little this week, but that's okay. So I think Shaxium takes the main. To help it out, we're going to go ahead and put the world title on the line. We're going to have the Jade, Zelina, Liv triple threat open the show. And yeah, I think we've got the right curve. We just need these top matches. Hopefully get at least 3.5, 4 to kind of beat us through, and then we'll see what hits us for next week. I'll double check power cards if there's anything else I want to do here. So we do have 2 fixed matches, so we can help out Raquel when that time comes. Let's go ahead.
Schools and peeps.
Yeah, is there anybody? So Axiom. Axiom's, how close is he to an upgrade? Because that's one of my challenges, getting somebody promoted. So he needs 3 more. So yeah, we're gonna use this on Axiom. That'll get him to level 20. That'll also get me another challenge. Oh, gets him to level 21. Okay. It'll also get me another challenge completed there. So we're cool with that. And yeah, we are good to send it in and hope for the best.
Hell yeah. We're not even opening with ECW this week. Hell
Thank
yeah.
God.
Oh no, dude. But match 1 is Kevin Owens versus Demon Finn Balor. And Boston goes nuts as Kevin Owens opens up Raw. Kevin opens. Oh, no belt is on the line, but it doesn't matter because Demon Finn Balor has been running his mouth for weeks. Running into season 2, he's been talking about Maple Justice. He stepped on the DVD last week. He's been talking shit about Kevin Owens in Canada. And Kevin Owens beat him last week with the title on the line. And in this week in Boston, is just a blood feud. And that's because Demon Finn Balor comes out on top in a 4.5-star match. Kevin Owens goes for a pop-up powerbomb, but Demon Finn Balor counters it into a DDT, gets up on the top rope, hits a coup de grace, and that's going to be a 1-2-3 on Kevin Owens. And the rivalry goes up to level 2. Aleister Black comes out and he's going to cut a promo, but he forgot his microphone.
No.
But nobody heard it. Nobody was a fan. Weak promo. Last week, in the last 2 weeks, Cody Rhodes has hit a crossroads on Brooks Jensen, dead center of the ring. Brooks Jensen is starting to get pissed off. Can he make a comeback win here tonight? Or is Cody Rhodes going to keep being his dominant self on a brand that didn't even want him? Oh my goodness. So he's a 3.5-star match. Cody Rhodes sets up Brooks Jensen right at the end in the middle of the ring, hits a crossroads, goes for the pin. Brooks Jensen kicks out at 2.9. So you know what Cody Rhodes has to do. He picks him up, hits 2 more crossroads, and that's going to be the 1-2-3. But after the match, Brooks Jensen is tearing off ring posts. He's pounding the ground, punching the ring mat. He's clearly very distraught at not being able to capture a victory over Cody Rhodes. Of course, Abyss was not here either, so no help on Brooks Jensen's side. Charlotte Flair comes out full champion mode and calls out Becky Lynch and says, congratulations, you beat me last week when the title wasn't on the line, and you're now the #1 contender again. You're going to get your rematch, but when the title's on the line, Charlotte Flair always wins, baby. Road Dogg Jesse James is making his debut here on Raw tonight, and he drives up to the arena in an ambulance for some reason. And as he's backing it into his spot, he scrapes Tony D'Angelo's car right along the side. And Tony is just getting out of his car. He's pissed. He's flipping out. It's a very nice car. And Road Dogg Jesse James, he gets out. They start arguing, bickering, and Tony D'Angelo slaps Road Dogg Jesse James. And of course, outruns Nick Aldis, and he says, hey, if you guys want to fight, we'll get a camera out here right now and we can do this in the parking lot. And that's an ambulance match in the parking lot. Who is going to get unscathed? Oh, it doesn't matter because the car, oh shit, Tony D'Angelo is out for 8 weeks.
Dead.
We got a 4-star match. Road Dogg Jesse James hits Tony D'Angelo with the tire iron that was in Tony D'Angelo's car, but he kind of actually hit him full flush in the face. And Tony D'Angelo's concussed, and he's out for 8 dang weeks. We'll have to deal with that. Becky Lynch comes out, and she says, I'm the man. And that's all you're going to get for today of the... I did not practice Scottish accent. So,
I understand.
Yeah, we're going to have to... And 2 people liked it, though. They're like, yeah, you're the man. Match 4. We got the champions, but the championship is not on the line. Alexa Bliss, Tatum Paxley versus Disco Bell and Julia. We had this last week. The belts were on the line, and Alexa Bliss and Tatum Paxley took it home. So Julia and Disco Bell are going to have to show that they are a force to be reckoned with. Oh, unfortunately not, because Alexa Bliss kicks Disco Bell off the ropes. And then as Tatum Paxley sets up Julia center of the ring, Alexa Bliss goes up, hits a Twisted Bliss, and then Tatum Paxley goes up, hits a 450 splash. And that's it for Julia. She has no chance of kicking out of that one. And in the main event, New Jack demanded this match. He even said he'll put his title on the line. And what did he say week 1 when he won the title? That every IC title match is going to be Extreme Rules, baby. He's bringing back Extreme to Raw. And he demanded to face Jesse Ventura and Rey Mysterio together. So we got this Extreme Rules match tonight. Is there going to be a new champion, or is New Jack walking away with the belt? Yeah, he sure is, baby. And that's because he easily takes care of Rey Mysterio. I mean, Rey Mysterio didn't even want to be in this match. He said, I don't have any beef with either of these guys. So he just came back from injury. So he didn't want to be injured. Rey Mysterio kind of took it easy, kind of stayed on the sidelines, but Jesse Ventura did not stand a chance against a guitar shot that New Jack hit him with. He pulled up the guitar and said, "Here's your body, you bitch." And it's a 4.5-star match, and we get level 2 rivalry with Jesse Ventura and New Jack.
Ooh, I'm up next. I was not expecting. All right, over on NXT, China against Trish Stratus. We are trying to see if China can make waves in this women's division. She just came over, rescued from ECW, so we're gonna try and take good care of her. So here we go. Let's see if she takes care of Trish or not. She does! And we get a rivalry, 3.5 stars to fire off this week. China, Trish Stratus, that's going to be a fantastic rivalry. Welcome to the brand. So starting out undefeated, big win over our legend. And then our female champion, Sol Ruka, gets the week off with Tamina, but before she does, she's going to call out Tamina, get this rivalry to a juicy level 3. We're on our way, rocking and rolling on NXT. Next, Penta comes back, well rested. Makes fun of Chad Gable because he is not well rested. I had the chance to rest Gable and Penta. I chose just to have Penta save some money. Chad Gable none too pleased about it. Ilya Dragunov also getting to be a tired boy. Throw him into the mix. Let's see who can come out. And Chad Gable is going to defeat Penta and Ilya. Gets a big win. Everyone stays healthy. The rivalry grows. And Chad Gable mocks Penta, saying you need a little more rest. You need some time in the ring training because you're garbage. Tongaloa says, I'm tired of being mean. I'm tired. It hurts my soul. It hurts my heart. I need to do good in this world. And he comes over.
Aww.
Look at his eyes. Looks
Yeah.
like a man that's about to cry. He looks like a man that knows what he's done, and he's ready to shed light on this world. Question is, does his tag partner do the same? And Andrea Cannons and Clarity Grimrose, and what could be the match of the night. So we're gonna go ahead and spectate. No, we're not. But you know what? Clarity Grimrose.
Big rivalry, though.
Big rivalry. These women do not like each other.
No.
But you know what? They're gonna be cast into the abyss. And maybe someone can pick up both of them in the future, and they're gonna have a rivalry 1 on their hands already. Think of the value there. And Tonga says Tonga switched over to be a good guy. Have you seen this? Have you heard about this? And everyone just throws money at him. And then they're like, what about you? Are you gonna come over and be a good guy too? He says, no, screw you. And then he lost 5 popularity because of it.
Good. He should probably be
But we're
good.
gonna work on it. See, there was tears in the eyes of Tonga. But this Tonga, look at his arms are crossed, the body language is just all, no, I'm not gonna be good. He's pouty, but we're gonna work on it, we're gonna get you. We do a little tickle, then he starts to like smirk and smile. That's what's gonna happen. We're gonna get you, just not this week. And then Natalya, Blair Davenport, they're gonna have their rivalry renewed. You thought Clarity Grimrose and Andrea Cannons was good. Wait till you see
Hell
Blair
yeah.
Davenport. Dang it. The rivalry does not grow.
Dang it.
But Blair Davenport gets a big win. Nonetheless, that's a bummer. I was hoping good things would come
Bummer.
for them. And then there we go. What's not a bummer?
Oh,
We do have the tag feud grow to level
Hell
3.
yeah.
The Masked Merchants.
Mm.
I don't know. I don't know if that's official. I was just saying. Two masked men call out people that can't agree on whether if they're good or evil yet. The jury's still out on what the Tongas are going to do officially. But regardless, officially, this rivalry is level 3. And then, oh yeah, this is going to be... Oh yeah, Peggy Hill. Great Khali, Yokozuna, getting in the ring, getting it on. Seth Rollins, also in the mix. Welcome to the show. Fresh from free agency. And they're going to go try to get the title from Roman Reigns in the gauntlet match. Here we go. Cody, real quick, who you think's going to win?
Roman Reigns.
Canada.
Yokozuna.
Oh, gosh. Give me Khali. Let my boy cook a little bit.
That means the viewers get Seth Rollins.
Oh, viewers
baby.
lost. Viewers lost. All right. Canada is correct. The North American Championship gonna come to the hands of Yokozuna. And Khali and Rollins start a rivalry. Interesting. So a little unexpected. No one had that coming into the week. But here we are. And Roman Reigns, Yokozuna, no rivalry there. But Khali Rollins, that might be a little interesting. But either way, 4 stars to end the night. What a match. What a show. Speaking of what a show, that's something you're not about to say in 2 seconds.
Please be ECW. Damn it! No! No! Damn it!
Wow, what a show here.
All right, WCW kicks off, and we learn about a new talent initiative. Sonya Deville has decided that, she thinks WCW has put out the best women's wrestling in the CodyVerse, and she wants to expand upon that. She has a feeling that she can truly have the real Queens of the Ring multiple times over the course of this year. So she has brought in new talents, Liv Morgan, Kalani Jordan, who are both returning to WCW after stints in season 1, and Tegan Knox, and all 3 of them are going to be in action tonight, getting opportunity to thrive. So the opening contest, Jade Cargill and Zelina Vega have been feuding. Jade Cargill told Zelina that she needs an insurance policy, but now Liv Morgan just crashing the party. We'll see what happens here. Jade takes care of business once again, takes down Zelina Vega, gets out rivalry to level 4, and Zelina doesn't know what to do to get through Jade Cargill, and Liv Morgan just happy to be here. She was laughing as the match came to a close. And then the new world order come out with a call out. And look, Scott Steiner comes out the ring and says, "Say no! I heard that the New Catch Republic was thinking about starting a feud with somebody else on the Big Bad Booty Daddy and Big Sexy Kevin Nash. And that is ridiculous." And I don't know why Scott Steiner doesn't know how to say ridiculous, but it is what it is. And the New Catch Republic, they're pretty pissed about that because they're like, "Nah, dog, it's just what we're in Boston. Like, Carmelo Hayes wanted to fight, chill out, man. We'll still feud with you." So then they start brawling, and the New Catch Republic actually clear the ring. They get the NWO out of the ring just in time for Carmelo Hayes and his tag team partner tonight, Javon Evans, to come to the ring. Now, these guys, they're not used to teaming together. And so while Javon and Carmelo have a few moments in this match that look spectacular, and you see the potential of the team, they just didn't have enough chemistry on night 1 to take down the New Catch Republic. So Tyler Bate and Pete Dunne get the 2.5-star victory. And then Jakara Jackson comes out to the ring and says, "You know what? Last week I heard what my girl Lash had to say, and I've been thinking about it. And I thought, you know what? I agree, because I had a conversation with Sonya Deville, and I said, you need to make sure that I win my next match. You have stacked the deck against me far too many times," and she didn't even promise me that she was going to do it. In fact, she told me to talk out my feelings tonight versus letting me in the ring. So you know what? Screw Sonya, screw WCW. It's me and Lash versus the world. And then the next contest, Io Sky, Raquel Rodriguez, Kalani Jordan. Kalani Jordan trying to make an impact here. She had a lot of success on Raw as Women's Intercontinental Champion last season. Can she carry that success here? Io Sky, the Women's Champion, not defending her title tonight, but defending her pride. And as the match is going on, we see Zelina Vega come out to the ring and start to try to draw the attention of Raquel Rodriguez. And then running through the crowd is actually Liv Morgan, who we saw in action earlier tonight. And Liv is telling Raquel, like, don't go to Zelina. That doesn't make any sense. You and I, like, I'm back. I'm here. You don't have to stoop to that. And while Raquel's deciding what to do, Io Sky gloms her from behind, hits the moonsault from the top rope to get the 3 count. 2 stars for the women's champion. And then Randy Orton comes out to the ring and says, look, signing all these contracts can't be cheap. And I don't know if I'm going to be able to be here next week. I don't know if I'm going to be able to be in this ring or if Tommaso Ciampa is going to be able to be in this ring. So we need money because we might have to go get more bodies next week. And so we get $13,500. He does lose 2 popularity, but a small expense for the price paid. And then Lash Legend, she's so mean. She's so evil. She's so rude now. And Tegan Knox, she's excited, happy-go-lucky to be on the brand, and she goes, oh, Lash, nice to meet you. And then Lash goes, yeah, nice to meet you too, and holds out her hand, but then she pulls it back and says, oh, too slow. And Tegan's like, damn it. And Tegan is so frustrated that she can never regain her composure. Lash Legend handles business in this match. 1.5 stars. Didn't expect much there rating-wise, but we do get a little more feud depth going into the go-home show, so we do take that Lash Legend with the victory. And then Bianca Belair says, you know, not only do we need money, but we are going to need some fans. Like, we're hearing that there's a lot of things coming our way that's going to make things tough here on WCW, so we need the support of you fans. And the crowd, you know, some fans are like, oh, shit, we're in trouble. Other fans are like, nah, we're good. So we only get $2,500. It all helps, but maybe not as much as Bianca was hoping for. And then in the main event, Axiom and Shaq go one-on-one, and Shaq, these two, they're rivals, but they have a weird tiny bit of respect for each other. So Shaq goes up to Axiom and says, hey, can we go talk in Sony's office earlier in the show? And Axiom shakes his head no, but Shaq's like, all right, cool, great. And so they go to Sony's office, and Shaq said, so I was talking to Axiom, and I was like, hey, do you want to, you know, put your world title on the line tonight? And Shaq's like, I couldn't hear what Axiom said, but I think he said yes. And then you hear Axiom on his book, and Shaq's like, he's saying yes. And so Sonya's like, sure, whatever. World title's on the line. So Shaq and Axiom going at it. And oh, baby, Diesel is the world champion. Axiom is so frustrated that he's lost the title to Shaq. The rivalry goes level 4 in a classic match. We'll have to see what happens with these two whenever they're able to finish the feud. And then we go TCW boo, last place for a reason, but they're going to kick it off. Tag team action. The Wyatt Six against Pretty Deadly for the 3rd straight week. It opens the show. And the Wyatt Six get a 4-star victory, baby. They're vibing. Will they get it 4 straight weeks? Find out later in this video. Like, share, subscribe. And Molly Holly comes out to the ring for the self-promo and was like, I think you should like me. And there was a guy that was like, all right, sure. So she gets a fan. Gigi Dolan versus Ivy Nile. Rivalry here. And Ivy takes down Gigi. Only 2 stars, no movement on the rivalry. And then Lola Vice comes out to the ring and says, hey, Molly, maybe you should be less worried about yourself and more worried about the collective, because if CodyVerse as a whole thrives, ECW can thrive. So maybe you shouldn't have people disliking you. You should be telling people to like the video instead. And the crowd like feels fired up about that. Molly gets offended, so that rivalry goes to level 3. And then it's tables action. Doc Daddy against ever injured Charlie Dempsey. But he's healthy now. And Doc Daddy puts Dempsey through the table. 3.5 stars. Their rivalry goes up level 2. KSI says, will I ever be in a match? I don't know, but
Super Brawl Saturday? Can he afford to pay me to wrestle around? I don't know.
Tonight I'm on the mic and I'm getting some popularity. He gets 3 popularity for it. Prime Bottle looking great. Then we got more tag team action. Akam and Orazar of the AOP taking on the Good Brothers. And it's going to be the Good Brothers getting the job done. 2 stars. Match does not go great, but they get a rivalry started, so it could be better in the future. And then Scarlett calls out, oh man, I do not remember her name.
Sally Steamroller.
Thank you.
Piece of shit.
Damn, fuck?
Put some respect on Steamroller's name.
Well, so I was actually just saying what Scarlett's promo was. That wasn't me. I totally knew that was Sally Steamroller the whole time, but Scarlett came out and then saw Sally and was like, "Who are you?" And then Sally's like, "I'm," and the crowd did exactly what you guys did. They were like, "That's Sally fucking Steamroller." So things got pretty intense right there. The rivalry begins. Things have been intense between Afa and the great Muta. Afa, television champion. Muta, world champion. Tonight, Muta's world title is on the line. These guys have been putting on classics. And Afa.
Hell yeah. It's the face of ECW right here.
The double champ Afa. And I agree. Face of ECW throughout all 3 seasons, really, since he got to the brand. 5 stars in that main event. The rivalry goes to level 4. Muta now titleless. And Afa title full. So for our rundowns here for WCW, we get 3.5 stars in the opening contest. Jade Cargill winning the triple threat over Zelina and Liv. And the rivalry between Jade and Zelina gets to level 4. Tag team action, 2.5 stars. New Catch Republic take down Carmelo Hayes and Javon Evans. Triple threat, 2 stars. Io Sky defeats Kalani Jordan and Raquel Rodriguez. 1.5 stars. Latch Legend beats Tegan Knox. They begin a feud. And in the main event, 4.5 stars. Shaq, your new world champion, successfully defeating Axiom. On the call side things, tag team call out the New World Order, calls out the New Catch Republic, and their rivalry goes to level 2. For NXT 2.0, it's going to be China taking down Trish Stratus, 3.5 stars. They begin a new rivalry, 2.5 stars. Chad Gable defeats Penta and Ilya in the triple threat match. Gable and Penta have the rivalry go to level 2. 0.5 star for Andrea Cannons and Clarity Grimrose, but it was personal in this match. They do have a rivalry that will be out there in the ether. Natalya falls to Blair Davenport in this contest, 2.5 stars. And in the main event, we get a new North American champion as Yokozuna wins the gauntlet match over Great Khali, Seth Rollins, and Roman Reigns. And then we get Great Khali and Seth Rollins starting a feud, even though actually based on the logic of what we've learned in these gauntlet matches, the way this went, that means Khali and Rollins were never in the ring together. But yet the rivalry was so intense, so personal.
They passed by each other.
Yeah,
they won it.
Ooh, yeah, like
Yeah,
Khali
they wanted
gets
the smoke.
eliminated, Seth's coming out, and ooh, I like that. Tag team call out. El Grande Americano and Dragon Lee call out the Guerrillas of Destiny, getting that to level 3. And then Sol Ruka calls out Tamina, getting that to level 3. For Raw, 4.5 stars in the opener. Demon Finn Balor defeating Kevin Owens, their rivalry up to level 2. Cody Rhodes defeats Brooks Jensen, 3.5 stars. Their rivalry up to level 2. In the Wee Woo match, Road Dogg Jesse James takes down Tony D'Angelo. 4 stars in the match. Tony D'Angelo injured for 8 weeks. 3 stars for Alexa Bliss and Tatum Paxley, taking down Disco, Bell, and Julia. And in the main event, New Jack hanging on to the Intercontinental Championship in this Extreme Rules match. 4.5 stars over Jesse Ventura and Rey Mysterio. Rivalry between Ventura and New Jack goes to level 2. Call out. Charlotte finally gets the rivalry started there with the call out to Becky Lynch. Finally, for Armando and ECW, 4 stars in the opener. Wyatt 6 over Pretty Deadly. Ivy Nile 2-star victory over Gigi Dolan. Rivalry up to level 2 as Angelo Dawkins puts Charlie Dempsey through a 3.5-star table in that match. 2 stars for the Good Brothers over the AOP. They begin a rivalry, and in the main event, it is a perfect 5-star match as Afa takes down the Great Muta. Their rivalry up to level 4. Afa now double champ. Callouts. Scarlett calls out Sally Steamroller for a level 1. Lola Vice calls out Molly Holly for a level 3. And then for Raw, they're going to get a 130 rating score. They're going to get 14,000 fans, $73,000. And Slam Killer Ultra is going to be really upset when he finds out how serious the injury was for Tony D'Angelo there. For NXT 2.0, they're going to get a 109 rating score. They're going to lose 2,800 fans, but they're going to gain $92,000 as King Snob is like, who are Andrea Cannons and Clarity Grimrose? Guess you got to start somewhere.
Wow.
Yeah, you do.
For WCW, we're going to get a 113. We're going to get a whopping 554 fans. We're going to get $87,000. And hands show musicians just never seen Jade Cargill look so dominant before. When's the last time she lost a fight? She's unstoppable right now. And finally for ECW, a 119 rating score. They're going to get 8,000 fans. They're going to get $115,000 of Good Brothers with that official tag team chemistry. And apparently it says the match ended by DQ, but I think the title changed hand to Afa, but maybe it didn't. Great Muta could still be champion, according to Hacksaw Chairman. We'll have to find out. For Cheek, he's going to get a
Give
to
it
the
to
moon.
me.
for that gauntlet match. He's also going to get a contract negotiation for the big break. I think that's the Ring XP one that we all had. I might be wrong.
Ooh, probably.
Oh, nope, that's
yeah.
the one. Blood, Sweat, and Tears. Contract negotiation 2 coming my way. And these are the standings after being in Boston. I have a 128,000 fan lead on Cheek. Cheek up 4,000 fans on Canada, who's closing in on second place. And then Armando is a lot behind. I'm not bothering.
Ooh, Dayton.
Dayton, Ohio. This is War WCW. Who's getting hit? It's going to be Io, Javon, Pete Dunne, Bianca, and Jade. So we lose 3 feuds. Not as bad as the 5 we lost last time it happened, but Bianca and Io, tough one to lose there. Is that level 4 to pop. Jade, Zelina, level 4 to pop. Tag feud would have carried over anyway. And then, of course, our cash cost if we do a talent search is doubled this week. Triple H, you're not going to like this. I can confirm.
It.
Next year, update the email, though. All right? It hits 5
5
people now, not 3. Tell me about all of them. All right, Tegan Knox has a problem. She just fucking got here, dude. Thanks for the rematch against Tyler. Didn't go the way I should have, but I appreciate the opportunity. I also booked you in your hometown. I would appreciate if you started smiling. All right, Tegan Knox got a bit of a problem. I had a costume malfunction during practice today, and I'm not sure if I'll be able to go on unless we fix it ASAP. All right.
Sick
You have
person
to
out.
miss the show tonight. We can get a rush job done on it for 5K. That feels like
Please do it.
it's like this will piss her off. The rush job I feel like will be like a small decrease, and then this will get it like super fixed and make her happy. So I generally got to think about what I'm gonna actually be booking here before I put this out there. I don't think I want to spend the 20. So I think I'm just going to spend the 5 because we do have a feud there. We're going to take the small morale hit, but we're going to do a rush job. I ain't got fucking time for this. I hope it holds the hour.
We need a wardrobe malfunction and a fine after this show.
That'd be hilarious if that was a thing. All right, least popular bruiser for bad timing. If it happens, it happens. Our least popular bruiser is Lash Legend, so it probably is going to happen. We'll get an extra bad timing out there. Axiom gets a new perk. We've got Underground and Special Ref. I know I have Underground unlocked. I don't remember if I have Special Ref unlocked. I do not. So we're going to go Underground because how my money's been playing this season. I don't know if or when I'm going to have another logistic upgrade. So we're going to go Underground match specialty for Axiom.
Better hope Money in the Bank's one of the pay-per-views this time around.
Need it. I'm going to need it.
I don't know if we've ever seen the Backlash card. I can't think of what it is.
We had it season 1, but I don't remember what it is because it might have been. No, that was the Berlin show. I was gonna say it might have been the Morale Lifter, but I think that was the Berlin show. I don't know. We're gonna be finding out next episode though. Stay tuned.
Yeah.
Where we go, oh shit, we've never had that. Or we go, oh yeah, I remember that, and then we just talk about our memories together. Okay, so I'm going to just start by tossing the feuds I have and then kind of seeing where that sets my card. And then kind of go from there. So we go here. Okay, so we can have 4 feud matches. I think I have a physio that I can give Ciampa, but we're gonna have to make injury risks or run 3 rivalry matches. What I'm thinking is maybe taking. But the women's feud would still be sitting there, so I don't know. We'll decide what to do there. So kind of looking at what's left over. I haven't turned Scott yet, so I might have Scott Steiner and Kevin Nash fight in like a NWO like exhibition match. Could be like the story there, and these guys are both level 25s. It wouldn't be a feud I intend to pursue if one hits, but I think those guys without a feud could put on something strong there. I could also have them do a tag call. I could take care of Scott Steiner's turn this week, but that's kind of where my mind is. For that, we could also go Cruiser Liv versus Zelina. They say in the emails that that's not a, they're like, it's not as good as Giant Cruiser, but Cruiser can do pretty good. So, all right. Let's first take a look. Do I have a physio? I might. Oh, I don't. So we're going to be heavy risking this show, but I think I've got to risk it for the biscuit. So I think what I might end up doing here is grabbing these rehabs to take care of that. I don't. It crossed my mind to maybe pop a Sonya, but I think I could swing bigger with a Sonya. So I think I'm going to hold that.
Hold the line.
So right now I'm literally just I'm glancing at the card, just trying to decide how risque I want to get for these matches here. I mean, between the three of these, somebody's getting hurt. There's no way nobody gets hurt. So I'm going to go ahead and put titles on the line here. I think that's definitely open and closed for the show. I think these guys, they just put on 4.5. These guys haven't fought each other for a minute, and their popularities have dipped because we haven't really been getting them in the ring. So I think that opens. Stamina cost. I'm looking for... This is kind of what I'm thinking. Like, last man standing can give... Obviously, the quality boost is low, but I'm kind of looking for... I want to boost some of the quality of this match, but I don't want to... Like, Underground jumps out to me since I just made that the new specialty, but the stamina cost is high, and they're both low. So I think we're just going to go tables here. Opening contest. Ooh, I could just go tables here too. So we go double tables. Then here in the middle, I think I'm going to go, because I don't think I want to have these two in a feud, because I am going to turn Scott, so it's not like a feud I could pursue with anything anyway. So I think we're going to go with the Cruiser battle here. Zelina and Liv kind of makes sense with what happened last week on the show anyway. And then for my internal lore, since the middle doesn't matter, we're going like that. And then, man, the other thing I could do here, I think I'm gonna
Release some people.
No, what I'm thinking is I could make a jobber signing or a low-key signing, go Kalani versus them, and just pop one of my Queens of the Ring here, get 4 5-star matches, leave, one of these feuds ends up getting super extended, but I could do a cage match if I wanted to end it later. So I'm thinking I cut that, even though these guys are both in stamina trouble. So maybe I cut this. We go tables, Randy versus Ciampa for the U.S. title. Then I've tested. Oh shit, she's back. So with Queens of the Ring, I've tested some like lower XPs, but I've never tried a level 0, so I don't know if that also would get the 5. But we're gonna go Bailey Bonesaw because it would be giant cruiser face heel. So wife of Chucky, bride of Chucky is getting a contract here. We're gonna go Kalani versus Bailey. This one just isn't gonna open. It's the one I'm least confident in. And then this is the most confident I'm in terms of getting 5-star due to the ring XPs. And then we'll give these two also a tables. And then so I don't forget, we're going to pop the Queens of the Ring.
Hell yeah.
So
Everybody loves ladies.
Hell yeah. So that's going to mean the question is, I mean, we've seen it in the past. I always in my head, I'm like, are they all going to get 5 stars? To this point, snares like this, they get 5 stars. So I'm going to put this in the open. I'm actually going to take this. No, I'm going to leave this stipulation on that because if it all hits 5 stars and then these guys can get 5, that'd be incredible. Okay, then promo-wise, we're going to go ahead, take care of the Steiner turn. And then just kind of looking at what is out there. So we can't do anything with the tag feud, but I think I'm going to have, just for some extra feud depth in the future on the singles side, I'm going to have Tyler Bate. No, we're going to go this. No, sorry. We're going to have Tyler Bate call out Carmelo Hayes. We're going to give a training montage to Carmelo Hayes. Then charity is going to be Kevin Nash this evening. Then do I have... I don't think I have health spas. No, I do not. I was like, I haven't used one in forever, and I think it's because I just literally don't have one. Okay, so then we're going to buy the injury rehab 2 first. Okay, so I've got 19,000, so we will not buy the single one. And then...
Have one. Yeah, the single one.
Yeah. That's true, too. Is there anything else I want to do here for this week? Let's go ahead and toss a gift school. Do I have anybody that's right about to hit a new level tier? If not, I think we're going to go Raquel. We're going to get her to level 10.
Nice.
And then I've got 2 of them. So we're going to go Canada for the veto champ.
Nice. I know some retaliation's got to come back my way.
Yeah, I mean, that again, that's what this season's going to be, is we're going to be firing cards at each other. Basic morale is going to be the move for Raquel here. Because pending timing, we don't even know if there's going to be a season 4, so putting a base power card on someone, and I don't know if I'd keep her anyway. Okay, so I think I'm good. Just double check here.
Golden goose.
Queens of the Ring, take care of me. Jakara wants to win her next match. Let's guarantee that. I'm glad I double checked that because we have 2 fixed matches. So we're going to let Jakara win so I don't have to deal with that. And I have 2 morale boosters. Is anybody pissed off right now while I'm thinking about it? I think everyone... So Zelina's upset because she's been losing. And I want to keep Zelina around and she might lose to Liv. So we're going to go ahead and fix her.
Just be happy. Give her a little pep talk.
We took the cheek strat. I just went up to Zelina. I was like, Gucci, Gucci, Goo. And she started feeling better. She started giggling. She's like, oh, damn it. All right. Okay, so we're going to send it in there. I think we've navigated well. Getting 3 Queens of the Ring on the draft was big time, so I think I'm okay.
Oh.
No.
I've got some breaking news.
Breaking news. Okay, let's see here. New Jack says, thanks for the match against Ray and Jesse Ventura. I knew it'd be easy. I didn't expect it to be that easy.
Damn.
He amazes himself.
Seeing the start out email is hilarious.
Yeah. I just saw that James put me in the hospital thanks to that ambulance match. Of course, his constant cheating. Sick of his crap. Now that he's endangered my career, I want my revenge. The moment I'm out of traction, I want a rematch against him. He needs a serious beating for all he's put me through. I mean, I don't think we've ever seen this one.
No, we haven't.
Put him in another ambulance match and get him re-injured again.
Yeah, it seems reasonable and a small increase, but it's not good enough. Rey Mysterio says his contract's up at the end of the week. He'll stay another 5 weeks for $110K. Ooh. Oh, shit. Because we just have the start. He's got 88 pop. We've been working on Ray quite a bit. I'm gonna say I'm not gonna renew it, and we got some contract negotiations. We'll figure it out as we go along for this week. Underground match will get us a veto star, and because retaliation is coming our way, I think we need to get that done. But let's go deal from next week's show, so you can use that in a pay-per-view. Very interesting. Taking a look around, we could add 4 weeks to Rey Mysterio, and I think that's what we're just going to do. Because, again, I don't know which one it pops first. It would pop a 1 or a 2 first.
Oh,
So I think just getting
true.
4 weeks added to Rey Mysterio is probably advantageous to us, especially with 110 for 5 weeks is what he was looking for. I think a contract 4 weeks, that's pretty good value for what we're getting here. So Rey Mysterio sticking around for a little while longer. It didn't want to tell me how many weeks that was. 5 weeks, and of course, New Jack's around for 12. We could release Tony D and get $127,000 back. And oh fuck, with his 77 pop, it's hard to let him go. But no rivalry, and that money is just dangling in front of me. He's 5-18 with a losing streak of 4. Unfortunately, I think Tony D'Angelo, you're not going to get that rematch when you come back because it's time to leave the brand.
Bye,
Unfortunately,
Tony.
as much as that hurt. And we're going to need to replace him, but let's try to fill out this show first, see what we got. We're going to have to keep things in mind here. Kind of want to start, if I look for anybody, it's going to be a face bruiser, it looks like, who I need for Road Dogg Jesse James to fight with. Okay, I'm going to do... I don't want to do Cody Rhodes, especially with his stamina. Let's look at stamina-wise. Okay, we got Rey Mysterio. We're going to hit up this match, I think. We are going to do Brett and Aleister Black. That one makes sense. Let's get this card filled out while I work on some things here. We're going to do Alexa Bliss versus Disco Bell. Disco Bell's not looking too happy. I don't know if I have a fixed match to help her win this one.
Don't need it.
We don't need it. She's got it.
Definitely don't need it.
I wish you could add a manager on somebody's side to give, instead of like having to
I
GM
agree.
interference for them.
It would just
to
like
give- I mean,
increase, like give them like a little percentage increase to win.
Yeah, we could run in, but that
Do
would
it.
have to do it the opposite way, where it might take over because they're all on level 1 feuds. Oh no, they're not. So we're gonna do what we're gonna do. Damn, everybody's on a level 1 feud.
Risk
That's
it,
tough.
coward.
We might as well risk it. And that's another oh man. Tana Paxley's a fighter. I'm trying to figure out. I think maybe with Alexa Bliss smiling, we could stand behind Disco Bell.
And, no one
And
would
because
even see
Nick
it.
Aldis always forgets about the women's IC title, we might as well throw it on the line as well. Maybe Disco Bell can be a champion here tonight.
Let's hope so, man.
Back to stamina. I need to go get that face bruiser, I think, 'cause at least I could try to do somewhat of a triple threat. And opening up the show. And probably won't open up the show, actually, but we'll... Ooh, fuck. I kind of want Brooks ready to go for next week just in case, because I don't know which champion this is going to hit. That Cody vetoed one of my champs. Not sure which one is going to get schmacked. So we might as well have these two. Yeah, just release all my champions. Ha
Got you, bitch.
Yeah. We'll book that, and then, yeah, we got to go find our...
Hell yeah. I get so excited for every time Talent Scouts opens up. I'm like, yes.
I think I want to go Legend.
Ooh,
Male.
Lash Legend?
Okay, we're going to have to take off one of these things. And I think I'll take off male. Because I know there's more males anyways to look for. So I think we're at least going to get at least 50% males. And if not, there's going to at least be one. Let's see who it is.
Ooh, baby. Thrasher. There it is.
Perfect. Yeah, without Mosh every single time. And Haku without what's his face every time.
Tama.
You gotta bring them both in and then keep searching.
British Bulldog, of course, was on the brand before. I can't remember if that was this year or last or 2K24, but of course he covers people's up with his flag, so that's a plus for him. But I think with level 22, he was an NXT staple. We're gonna bring in Batista.
Hurts seeing him gone.
Yeah, I think we'll sign him for 8 weeks. Yes. Batista coming in for 8 weeks. Tony D'Angelo's replacement. Oops. We're going to throw up the triple threat. Or maybe I just throw them in together. But I think New Jack can really help things out. Maybe it's a fatal 4-way. And we get New Jack, we get Jesse, we get Road Dogg, and we get Batista with the title on the line. And because it's on the line, it's going to be Extreme Rules, baby. Or, I mean, I guess it could be somewhat of an extreme. Like, if it's a gauntlet,
Yeah, that's extreme.
eliminator, that's pretty extreme. Of course, we're going to be using a lot more money if we do that. As long as it's got extreme rules, like a TLC, is also, I could consider that extreme rules. Think what we'll do. I would love to do this and get either New Jack or Batista winning this one, but I guess it doesn't really matter. So maybe I think I'm gonna. Who's the TLC master? Road Dogg is the TLC master. He does not need a popularity boost, so I'm gonna keep it Extreme Rules and give New Jack the best chance of taking this one home. And I felt like I'm forgetting to do something. It's the underground match. That's what I'm forgetting to do. Okay. Ooh, is it underground? Where the hell is it? Oh, we can't do the GM interference, so that one's not gonna be underground. Maybe this one's underground because they kind of both have the stamina. There's no title here, and it's only a level 1 feud. So we'll throw the underground match on Aleister Black and Bret the Hitman Hart. I think this one should probably open with the level 2 feud and all the popularity that's in it. We got 4 titles on the line tonight. Of course, it would have been 5, I think, had we had a little more ability to... No, because Cody Rhodes... Oh, this is going to suck if I have to do the tag team match at the pay-per-view. But can I do anything else here? I could do Julia and Tatum Paxley, but it's gonna hurt a little bit. I think I'm gonna stick with. Let me take a look at this. 35 is better. No, we'll do this. We're gonna do that and keep Ray healthy. We'll do a tag team call out with this and Brooks Jensen because they got the better stamina. We'll do Demon Finn Balor with a self promo. We'll do Kevin Owens with some advertising. And I think, like I said, I'm going to leave these two to get their full 12 stamina back up. We got our underground match. We got our Extreme Rules match. Batista is debuting tonight on Raw. Bret Tista. Oh, I have Bret Tista. Holy shit.
Oh, yeah, they would have
oh
good
no.
chemistry.
Damn it.
I think I'm gonna kind of go the same route. I don't know what you have planned at the pay-per-view, but since I'm just getting one, we're gonna hit you with a Vito Star for the pay-per-view.
Hell yeah. Ooh. Wasn't paying attention. I don't know who that'll hit.
Yeah, I can't remember, but we did it anyways. Is there anything else? I think I'm good to go for today. I gave Ray his contract negotiation. We're not hitting anything else just yet, but get ready because after the first pay-per-view, things are gonna lie. And I looked it up. I looked up our past, past 2 seasons, and we have not been at Backlash yet, so I have no idea what the card is. Yeah.
Interesting.
Women's IC title is on the line. We're in Dayton, Ohio. I don't see anything wrong. I got my curve, I think, in the right order. I'm locking her in.
Wow. What a show. No!
Oh, that timing was so bad.
All right. End of the week. Colley's up. Can't say he's been loving it.
Damn.
But he's prepared to stay. I wonder... Oh yeah, we can't see the power cards. That's right.
I assume it hit him because I think you signed him and Yoko for the same time period.
I just want to see what type of extensions I have. Yeah, let's just extend him, and then we'll deal with the rest of the fallout later.
Oh, stunned.
Hasn't heard of it?
Yeah, wow.
Shawn Michaels, psyched for the PLE. Can't wait to put on a great show. Who the hell says you're in it?
He did just now.
Just now.
I hope there's one person in the game that's coded to know about contract negotiation, and it's just like you're on a journey to find the one person.
And speaking to be on a journey to find the one person, it could be Seth Rollins, but the time to extend him is not now. But the time to put him in a promo is. I'm gonna get him on the mic. That's actually a great idea. Dude just likes to yap. Pre-match fizz if I rest the female champs, which is probably pretty likely. So okay, so let's get. Let's see. I feel like if I generate fans, I feel like Seth is gonna hit for us. So I feel like that might be a good one to start there, but we can adjust if we need more room in the budge. Who do I want at the PLE? What do I want for my go home? Let's get. We're gonna have Soul and Tamina square off. I think we're gonna save Michaels and Burr. Oh, Michaels one. Yeah, he wants to be at the PLE, so we're gonna save Michaels and Bronski. We're gonna get. We're gonna put the tag titles out here, even though I know they're both not switched yet. But it is what it is. I want to get them on the card. We'll figure out things there. Let's see. 10-10 Gable can come on. Let's do. Triton the King is back, folks. Boom. What a legend. Let's see if we can find someone for Yokozuna. I'm a little bummed nothing happened with him and Roman, but let's do triple threat. Ilya and Triton. Kind of think that has some substance, and then let's get. I know. Oh no. I want to get Trish back out there again. I don't want to risk anything. So let's. It's not super sexy, but we're gonna get Natalya and Blair out there, and we'll have to get some type of stipulation. So okay, that's kind of a rough outline. What else do we need? Let's do a call out, see if we can get that up for next week. Let's see. Trish is pretty good, so we're gonna have her do. Advertising, and then let's have Kali call out. No. Actually, yeah, let's do that. I'm gonna have Kali call out. Freaking Rollins. Try to get that. Yeah. Try to get that juice. Okay. All right. I think. Oh, is it because I have Trish? Yes. And Blair. Blair's in. But it's okay. It's a fizz. Let me see what kind of cards. So we got to know some guys.
No guy.
I know a guy. I don't think there's anything I want or need to pop just quite yet. I got some eyes. Got some eyes. Sally Steamroller.
Too bad I couldn't have just found Triton just so you could steal him from me.
I know. Tried the big ass.
You were locked in on that guy though.
Oh, Batista just signed. Give him to me. Man.
Can you pull my back? Or no, my champs wouldn't be on there. I was gonna say maybe we can use that to figure
Right.
out who's most popular, but I forgot my champs wouldn't be on it. That's probably one of them.
Okay. Do I want a pre-match physio?
Is he?
The only one would be, I guess, Gable and Ilya. Don't want to burn it on Ilya, though, is the question. I don't know if that's really worth it. But I guess...
You don't like Dragunovs, I
He's
guess.
65 pop. I don't know. Let's just... Yeah, actually, I think I am going to do it, because I don't need somebody getting injured.
True.
That is going to
8 weeks
cause
is
me
a
to
long
book.
time.
Oh, yeah, that's what I'm
Jesus.
saying. It's just crazy. So, I feel like it's just better. And then, alright, to the moon. Let's get Triton to the moon. We need to get him
Hell
juiced
yeah.
back up. He's way too much ring XP to be squandered. So that'll be for now. I don't think I'm gonna buy anything else. So let's go right back through. We're gonna get our order correct, and we're gonna go from there. So, okay, that's high level, but again, one of them's it's not the proper face heal. So I think this should be the proper main. This actually, Yokozuna 77. It's a lot of ring XP. They have level 2, but I think that
I
might
do
do
declare.
it. I do declare. All right, now let's get into this fun stuff. Let's do Extreme Rules for the title. Main event. It's a lot of money. Let's do... TLC for the finale. I guess to help this out, we could do Iron Man. Penta. This is cheaper, so I think we might have them go underground.
Oh, we're going underground, damn.
That's probably gonna injure Gable, though.
That's good for you with the underground if you read the perk of it. 1,000
Yeah.
fans for each week of injury. Yeah.
Could get 8,000 fans here.
Yeah, that would have been great for Tony
nuking
D.
Chad Gable. Yeah. Tony. All right, and then this is the last one. Ooh, tornado tag. That's fun as well. All right, so tag titles are on. Make sure all the belts that can be on are on. All the stippies that are on are on. We're still under budge. And I think we're pretty good then. We don't have any money left to do anything else with. So I think... Is there anything else I want to do before we send off? No, I think we're good. I think that's That's a pretty decent. It's not as high level as I want, being in my backyard of Dayton, Ohio. But you know what?
Hell yeah.
Decent card. Let's go.
Well, we're going to start with a non-decent card, but it begins in a new way because we have maybe Alpha and Great Muta are fighting at the play. They've built this amazing feud on the Go Home show. They're not fighting each other. KSI's in the ring. Joe Gacy and Eric Rowan aren't fighting pretty deadly. It's wild out here. ECW throwing it at the wall, seeing what happens. So, opening contest, television title on the line, and Alpha wins, obviously, over Joe Gacy and KSI. 3 stars. KSI and Joe Gacy have issues. KSI looked at Joe Gacy and
Alpha
said,
did not win the title.
Said, "You look stupid with a mask on. That costume's ridiculous."
Ooh, Donk Daddy.
Charlie Dempsey calls out Doc Daddy, says, "You got lucky in that tables match. I'll get you next time, brother." And then Doc Daddy said, "All right, cool." And they're up to level 3. Wendy Chu versus Ivy Nile. Choo Choo Chain's back facing each other. Even though Ivy Nile's in another feud, Ivy Nile gets the victory. 2 stars in that match. Then Doc Daddy says, "Hey, Charlie Dempsey sucks ass. Who supports me?" And then he gets 4 fans with a strong promo there. AOP taking on the Good Brothers. They had 2 stars last week, but started a feud, which helps them get 2.5 this time around. If they keep booking this match, they'll get to 5. And they're rivalry up level 2. Kit Wilson self promo. He's just kind of sad. He thought he was going to get to have a tag match open the show, and Elton Prince out there in the crowd supporting him, feeling sad for him. Backstage Brawl says 10,000 fans going to ECW. They've got Sally Steamroller and Scarlett who are interviewed. Lyra and Lola are not, and Lyra, Bird Girl, cacaws her way to a Backstage Brawl victory, 2 stars. And then Molly Holly calls out Lola Vice and says, "Oh, you can get into fights backstage with all these other ladies, but yet you aren't ready to get in the ring and fight me." And that was pretty personal, so they're up to level 4 and in the main event. Candace sat there, so I noticed on the Twitter feed at the end of the last show, someone said Great Muta got himself DQ'd, so we're like, oh, maybe he kept the title, and he did keep the title. So now he's defending the world title against Eric Rowan in an Extreme Rules match, and yeah, he's hanging on to it. 5 stars in that main event. Maybe a little match card boosty there by Armando, because I'd be surprised if this got 5 without a rivalry or anything like that. So big moves there, and then we head over to WCW, where we've got big moves. We are hoping, praying that the new talent initiative in the women's division pays off tonight. So the show kicks off with Tegan Knox versus Lash Legend one-on-one, and Lash Legend offers her hand again like she did last week, but Tegan Knox has learned and slaps her across the face, and that throws off Lash Legend. So they start brawling, and the crowd just super into it. They're like, nah, women's wrestling fucks on this show. And so the match gets 5 stars. Tegan Knox with the victory over Lash Legend. And then Scott Steiner says, "Say no! I thought I'd come out to the ring and let it be known that there's one thing that I can't stand, and that's you sitting home with your burger and your fries pretending that you got the peaks like the freak, the big bad booty daddy. So you can kiss my swole ass." And then we cut off the mic. We're like, he's going to get us kicked off the network. We got to get this man to chill out. But Scott Steiner is officially heel. And then it's Raquel Rodriguez versus Jakara Jackson. Jakara fully turns heel last week. And as this match unfolds, we see Zelina Vega come out to the ring again, trying to recruit Raquel. Join me, we can be a dominant force. And Jakara takes advantage of the moment. Surprise roll up. Raquel can't kick out. And Raquel is so frustrated she lost the match. And Zelina's like, look, if you were aligned with me, that wouldn't happen. Liv wasn't even out here for you. She lets you down. And then Tyler Bate says, "Hey, Carmelo, how did that L taste? How did it taste to go to your home crowd in Boston, Massachusetts, and not be good enough to beat me and my partner?" And you know what? I know what you're thinking. You're probably like, oh, well, I was teaming with Javon Evans. We're a new team. We don't know each other well enough. So I'm here to let you know that I will take you on one-on-one whenever you damn well please. And then he twirls his mustache as the rivalry begins. And then Kalani Jordan comes out to the ring. She's excited. You know, this new talent initiative, she's getting another match out here. She wants to prove that she's got it. And all of a sudden, the bride of Chucky, Bailey Bonesaw, comes out to the ring, but Kalani Jordan keeps her focus, keeps her
yeah.
goal locked in, and a rivalry begins. So I might take a look. If Bailey Bonesaw's there, she might get a comeback to the brand. We'll have to see. But if not, Kalani Jordan, top tier talent. We get 5 stars there, which does confirm all the way that even level 0's Queen of the Ring hits that Impact. So Carmelo Hayes, now knowing that he's been called out by Tyler Bate, starts locking in. He's in the gym. He's working hard. He goes to the ring. He's working on his top tier, top rope moves. He's trying to hit everything, but he's looking a little slow. He's looking a little tired. He's looking a little hungover from his visit back home. So he only gets 3 ring XP. And then, look, we didn't want to be sexist. We had to let the men have one match, all right? Tommaso Ciampa and Randy Orton, they've been waiting to finish this feud. They thought they were finishing it last season. It didn't happen. Randy Orton comes back, and tonight they're finally back in the ring against one another for, I would say the last time, there's a chance this feud gets run back later in the season. Who the hell knows? That's what WWE would do. So it's Tommaso Ciampa versus Randussi in a tables match. United States title on the line. Ciampa's tired and tuckered out. And that's what did it. Ciampa tries to close the match out, tries to hit the fairy tale ending, but when he goes for it, his knee buckles, and when he drops down, Randy realizes there's a table set up, so he grabs Ciampa, uses that athleticism, leaps over the table, planting Ciampa through with an RKO. 4.5 stars on the match. Ciampa injured for 4 weeks. And then Kevin Nash comes out to the ring and then goes, how about we get some new fans to the show? And you don't have to be fans of the product WCW, because WCW sucks. Just be fans of the new World Order. And 4,000 people are like, yeah, dude, New World Order is pretty damn sweet. I'm in for that. And then main event, tables match. After Zelina costs Raquel, Liv and Zelina, they start fighting. And Sonya says, you know what, screw it. We got time for one more match. Go out there, tables match. Let's see who the better is. And Raquel is watching this match ringside. And as the match is going on, she sees Liv is in a bit of trouble. So Raquel gets in the ring trying to help Liv Morgan. But when she tries to take a swing at Zelina ducks. Raquel accidentally hits Liv. Zelina realizes Raquel's shocked, throws her out of the ring, puts Liv through the table, getting the victory. And afterwards she says, look, Raquel, it's that easy. You lost tonight. Liv lost tonight. If you want to be on the side of victory, you need to join me.
Yeah, and over on Raw, Nick Aldis has to announce that Tony D'Angelo he's gone. He's released after his devastating injury. And Raw doesn't stop because someone gets hurt. In fact, Raw pivots when someone gets hurt, and Raw signs a new signing, and he introduces Batista, opening this contest. And of course, it's going to be the IC title, so Batista's getting shot right into it and getting a shot. Road Dogg Jesse James is he really showed out last week in the ambulance match and had a little bit of a bloodlust, so he's in this Extreme Rules. And of course, Jesse and New Jack have been going at it for a few weeks. So who is coming out on top? Does New Jack keep his title, or is there a new
shit?
Yeah, baby, when you come out and you debut, he came in with that adrenaline that we need here on Raw. And the former NXT World Heavyweight Champion is now Raw's new Intercontinental Champion, baby. Brooks Jensen and Abyss are backstage in darkness, and Brooks Jensen steps forward and he says, we've lost, and I've lost, and I've lost to Cody Rhodes. And I don't know, I'm almost at my breaking point, and I'm already broken. So at Backlash, I plan to break both of you and get Rey Mysterio injured again for a long time. And Abyss, he's in the back. He doesn't say anything because, again, he's not too sure of his partner. His partner really needs to show out at the next time these two go at it. Might be the pay-per-view, might not. Stick around, find out. Match 2 is our Women's World Championship. Charlotte beat Becky Lynch 2 weeks ago. Becky Lynch beat Charlotte Flair last week to become the #1 contender. So she's back at a rematch for her title. Can she get it back, or is Charlotte Flair going to stand tall? And Charlotte Flair when the ref, she undid the turnbuckle, so the ref kind of had to put it back on, and she rakes the eyes of Becky Lynch when the ref back is turned, hits a natural selection, and the champion survives in a 4-star match, and we grow that rivalry to level 2. Demon Finn Balor gains 4 popularity, and he says, Kevin Owens, I don't give a flying fuck what you think about Backlash. You better be there next week, because if you're not, there will be hell to pay. I heard there's rumors of a Maple Justice short being created, so you probably might only be gone for 1 week next week. That better not be true. I better see you at Backlash. Demon Finn Balor making a statement. And for the Women's Intercontinental Champion, it's Alexa Bliss versus Disco Bell. And Disco Bell walks in Nick Aldis' office and said, Nick, do you remember that there's a women's IC title? And Nick slaps his face again. He goes, I always forget. I think Kalani Jordan took it with her when she left the brand. So yeah, of course, for reminding me, you get a shot. You're going to face Alexa Bliss for the women's IC title. And he's going to be in her corner. Disco Bell's corner wasn't enough, because Alexa Bliss shows she's more than just an advertising queen. She's a dual champion queen, baby. In a 3-star match, which is pretty good when considering Disco Bell and No Rivalry will take a 3-star title match. Kevin Owens comes out and he says, you know, Rogers Communications, they spend a lot of money. I don't know if you guys know this, but they own the Toronto Blue Jays, and the Toronto Blue Jays, they spent 14 years on Vlad Jr. They're trying to sign Kyle Tucker. They're trying to re-sign Bo Bichette. We need asses in the seats. So, of course, it was a Blue Jays season ticket advertising, and we got $21,000, and there was only 3 Yankees fans in attendance here in Ohio. Maybe they're Reds fans, but I don't know why they take such offense to that. But anyways, regardless, we got $21,000 in the pocket.
Jealous that it's an organization that spends money. Reds fans don't know what that's like.
That could be it. Match 4, Tatum Paxley versus Julia. And again, we're kind of obviously the other 2 tag partners were in a match earlier tonight for the women's IC title. So of course, Tatum Paxley and Julia, they need to go at it tonight. Julia's a little tired. Is it going to help Tatum Paxley? It is not. Even a tired Julia can easily finish with some clean strikes. And I don't know what Julia's finisher is, so she hits her finisher and wins. The Bianca. She hits the Bianca. Hell yeah, I knew that. 100%. And in the main event, it's Aleister Black versus Bret the Hitman Hart. Last week, Aleister Black attacked Bret Hart after he threw the sharpshooter, or maybe that was must have been 2 weeks ago, actually. He threw the sharpshooter on Tony D'Angelo, winning in the middle of the ring. So Aleister Black attacked Bret the Hitman Hart from behind after the match and started this feud. So tonight, it is underground. And I guess we could say he injured Bret Hart 2 weeks ago, because Bret Hart had to be out last week, had to be flown up to Canada for a quick rehab session. He's back down. We're ready for the underground match. Could be an injury here tonight again, because these matches get real violent. But of course, the most violent is Bret Hart, obviously. Look at he's not wearing the pink glasses, he's wearing the round black glasses. That, you know, he's evil when he does that. But he gets Aleister Black on his back, or on his front, I guess I should say. Yeah. He in between the pole, because there's no ring posts, and he low blows him by pulling the legs into the poles, and he locks a kind of like a modified sharpshooter with the pole in between the legs instead of Bret in between the legs, and it hurts so much that Aleister Black passes out, and that counts as a knockout. So it's a 4.5-star match, and it grows to level 2.
Ooh, all right. Yokozuna, Ilya Dragunov, Triton. Gonna mix it up. Extreme Rules. Who will try to steal the North American Championship away from Yokozuna? I don't know. Can our king come back? This is his return. Can he pry the title away? Claim the...
There it is! Let's go!
Yes!
Anything is possible! Let's go.
Wow. North American champion. And you know that's not good enough for our king. He's got eyes on that NXT championship. But right now, a statement has been declared. A new decree. And big time getting that win over a powerhouse like Yokozuna. Dragunov stays healthy, which is beautiful. We love to see it. So good start here on NXT. A great start for our king, Triton. Seth Rollins says, how about that opener, eh? 3,500 fans say, hell yeah, brother. We'll come watch that. That was amazing. So there we go. We get a few fans in, that not quite as many as I would have liked, but I guess we can't complain. And then now, everyone's favorite, we got some tag team wrestling, specifically Tornado tag team wrestling. Just gonna mix it up, have some fun. The Masked Merchants are trying to pry those titles away from Tonga Tonga. Can their chemistry hold up? Or since Tonga is happy now, does that make things a little wonky with Tonga 2? I don't know. Let's see. Is it enough to make the belts change hands? No!
Ooh.
Because Tonga says the power of love and happiness is all you need. And maybe I start to see a little smirk on the lips of Tonga 2 there. So maybe he's turning the tide. So they're gonna keep the belts, but they need to keep their relationship in order. So might be time for Tonga 2 to start to smile a little bit. And they should, because they're champions, baby. Big win over the Masked Merchants. And then setting up for next week, Shawn Michaels.
Hell yeah, brother.
He knows he's the biggest and baddest. And Braun Breaker, though, he's tired now. We haven't seen him in a little while, but Braun's making some noise. And is this one of those instances where yet again he's going to squander at the PLE, or is he actually going to rise to the occasion, finish off Shawn Michaels? Who's going to be holding the belt after that one? We don't know, but what we do know is it's going to be one hell of a match, because that thing is level 4. I'm juiced, they're juiced, we are all juiced and ready to go. Juiced up, bricked up.
Hell yeah.
All right. And then Blair Davenport and Talia, the ultimate mid-card rivalry of our day. They're going to renew it right here in an Iron Woman match. Can Blair Davenport stay hot, or does Natalia come away with a little upset? She does!
Hell yeah.
Rivalry grows to
Ooh.
level 2. Great match.
Yeah, it was.
That's pretty good, though. Natalia was having her struggles against Blair, and in Blair's own specialty match, Natalia with arguably an upset. And Trish Stratus says, I'm a little tired, but I'm still got love from my fans, so I'm going to come out here and put on a show. And she does $15,000. Because we needed it. That offsets the cost of Seth Rollins. At only a cost of 3 popularity to Trish, so thank you very much for your services, you legend. And then Chad Gable, Penta. Last week they had a triple threat match. This week it's just one-on-one, just a good old rivalry. We're going underground. Can Penta finally break this man that is Chad Gable? He does. Comes out on top, and he hurts Gable for 4 weeks. Only
That's
4
4,000
weeks.
fans.
So 4,000 fans come our way. Chad Gable's in danger of missing next month, PLE, things of that nature. But I think it might be worth it. So Chad Gable's going to go away, but Penta is here to stay with an amazing 4-star match in the underground world. Penta reigns supreme. And Great Khali calls out Seth Rollins. Oh, I don't know if I want to try a Khali voice. So I'm just going to say he comes out. It doesn't even have a mic. It doesn't even have a mic. He just points to Seth. Is that Big Show?
Yeah, pretty much.
All giant men just and they can't talk. But we know what Khali is saying. He's saying he wants Seth freaking Rollins. He's gonna make him stop doing that. He's gonna make him stop doing that stupid laugh.
I'm gonna beat the Great Khali.
Yeah, that laugh just infuriates Khali and makes him rage. Level 2 feud.
Hell yeah.
He's a junkie. All right. Main event. TLC. Sol Ruka stayed hot ever since she's beat Trish. She's even defeated Tamina. but can she take the title home with her tonight, or does Tamina finally pry it away? Let's see. Demeanor. She might do it. No!
Baby. Wow.
And a legendary end
Hell yeah.
to the feud. 5 stars. Our queen and champion takes the title home. We have to find an appropriate challenger for Sol Ruka, and I think we might just have the next challenger on our roster. If you know, you know.
Blair Davenport.
Yep. Big mid-carder. But that's going to do it. Legendary end to booking week for everyone, minus ECW.
Right, I was gonna say ECW sucks, but everyone else brought it for the go home show. So we had the Queens of the Ring card. So for WCW, 5 stars in the opener. Tegan Knox over Lash Legend, their rivalry up to level 2. 5 stars for Jakara Jackson over Raquel Rodriguez, their rivalry up to level 2. Kalani Jordan versus Bailey Bonesaw. Kalani Jordan gets the win, 5 stars. There is rivalry there if Bailey ends up on the roster again. 4.5 stars. Ugh, men. Am I right? Can't get a 5-star match. Randy Orton takes down Tommaso Ciampa in the tables match, become the new U.S. champion. Ciampa injured for 4 weeks. In the main event, 5 stars. Zelina Vega over Liv Morgan in the tables match. Call outside things. Tyler Bate starts a feud with Carmelo Hayes. For NXT 2.0, Triton declares himself North American champion, getting gold around that giant ass waist. We're gonna have to redo the belt probably, but he gets it done over Ilya Dragunov and Yokozuna in the Extreme Rules match. 4 stars there. Tornado Tag Girls Destiny take down the Mass Merchants, and the rivalry completes there in the Tornado Tag match. 3.5 stars. Iron Woman match, Natalia over Blair Davenport. Their rivalry goes up to level 2. In the Underground, Penta takes down Chad Gable. 4 stars, rivalry up to level 3. Chad Gable injured for 4 weeks, but like Candace said, that gets cheek. 4,000 fans in the main event. 5 stars. Sol Ruka successfully defending the women's championship over Tamina in that TLC match. Rivalry comes to a close. And on the call side of things, Khali points at Seth Rollins for level 2. Shawn Michaels calls out Braun Breaker for level 4. Then over to Raw. 4.5 stars in the opener. Extreme Rules. Batista comes in night 1 and is the new Intercontinental Champion. He starts a rivalry with the Road Dogg, Jesse Ventura and New Jack. Have their rivalry go to level 3.
He beat 4 or 3 legends. That's crazy.
Batista, legend himself, baby. But he was able to survive that pit of danger. Becky Lynch, unfortunately, though, could not survive her match with Charlotte Flair. Charlotte hanging on to the women's championship. 4 stars on the match. Rivalry up to level 2. 3 stars, despite Nick Aldis trying to hand the Intercontinental Championship to Disco Bell. Alexa Bliss gets it done. Dual champion rivalry begins. Julia, 3.5 stars over Tatum Paxley, pushing the rivalry to level 2. And in the main event in the Underground, Bret Hart takes down Aleister Black. 4.5 stars rivalry up to level 2. Tag team call out. The Abyssal Brothers call out Ray and Rhodes, and that goes to level 2. Finally, for ECW, television title on the line. Alpha successfully defending against KSI and Joe Gacy. KSI and Joe Gacy start a feud when KSI tells Joe Gacy he looks ridiculous. Then we got Ivy Nile over Wendy Chu, 2 stars. 2.5 stars for the AOP, taking down the Good Brothers. Their rivalry up to level 2. Backstage brawl. Lyra Valkyria defeats Lola Vice, Scarlett, and Sally Steamroller. 2 stars. That'll be 10,000 fans. And then a 5-star main event, Extreme Rules. The Great Muta hangs on to the World Championship over Eric Rowan. On the call-outs, Charlie Dempsey calls out Doc Daddy for level 3. And then Molly Holly calls out Lola Vice for level 4. For ECW, they're going to get a 118 rating score. They're going to get 51,000 fans, $32,000. Sally Steamroller, the newest superstar on ECW. Never heard of her. Not actually as bad as I was expecting.
Cody's burner.
No. Like I said, that was just the promo that was getting cut by Scarlett there. For WCW, we're going to get a 144 rating score. We steal 12,000 fans, giving us a total of 89,000 fans. And $57,000. Unholy Sensation. Total costume malfunction by Tegan Knox. So it did happen. So I bet that match would have been ass had I not done the Queens of the Ring. Since there actually was a malfunction.
I wonder if there's going to be a
hurts her
penalty for you.
Yeah, she might get upset too. Like, oh, you didn't fix it all the way and my boobies popped out. Then over on Raw, a 130 rating score. They lose 12,000 fans. but still gained 42,000 fans, $112,000. And Alexa Bliss looked furious that Nick Aldis tried to help Disco Bell and Tony. D'Angelo on the way out the door says, hey, I'm sad to be leaving Raw. Not really sure what went wrong, why it wasn't part of their plans.
Maybe it was that torn Achilles you had. I don't know, man.
Hey, I got good Achilles. I got a good doctor. I'll get it figured out, huh? And then at 129 for NXT 2.0, they're going to get 60,000 fans, $16,000. Tamina doesn't feel the better superstar won tonight. She wants to see Sol Ruka again.
Bro, she's beat her ass multiple times, bro. Give it up, so-called Tamina God.
But Dr. City Friend, he was like, look, it was a great rivalry, great ending. He was glad to see Sol Ruka have the final word. I think many fans were.
Put on a show in Dayton.
For WCW, we're going to get bad timing for our commissioner goal. Canada, we're going to get the ability to veto a star. Cheek
Oh, yeah, let's go.
gets
that.
the
Needed
XP
that
challenge, so he'll get a contract negotiation too. And these are
Never
the
heard of it.
standings heading into Backlash. I have a 150,000 fan lead on Cheek.
Damn.
Cheek leads Canada by 1,000 fans. Intensity there. And then Armando is Armando.
Nope, that's not the right math, but
It's not the right math.
20,000.
20, yeah, like 21,000.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Okay,
It happens.
math is hard.
That's cool.
Yeah. We got to do math every episode.
Oh, no.
We're finding out right now. Who do I lose? We lose Shaq.
Daddy, Diesel.
Damn.
Big Diesel Daddy.
Shaq Daddy gone for the play here. Sorry about that. You're not sorry. Oh, here we go. All right. The live costume malfunction with Knox really hurt us. We lost 5,000 fans and got hit with a fine of 30K.
Let's go.
So,
I wonder if that happens this week. Like, you're going to see that this week.
yeah, that would be my
That
guess.
was in
is the deduction hits
Yeah, 'cause
now.
I didn't
and
see
then-
minus 5,000 anywhere on your
Yeah.
thing. So
Um,
we didn't need those fans anyways. Oh no, CodyVerse fans, we don't mean that about you.
Damn.
no,
yeah.
if you left after
Subs
watching
just go down.
4 5-star matches, get bent. All right. Hey, boss, I've been talking with Kalani a lot, and she had this great idea that we could team up for a tag match. You know what? I'm in for that because we know it's no secret. I love my tag team wrestling, so getting a free women's tag team is cool with me. So we will make that happen over the next few weeks.
Claw Knox.
And then Zelina Vega, isn't about time you put me in a play. These things come and go. So we'll see if Zelina's in a match or if she's cutting a promo. We can make sure she's taken care of. And boys,
Fun background.
I was going to say, since we don't know Backlash, do we want to look now since comments could spoil it before we would record the
That's true. They could spoil
Let's-
it.
plus?
see
So
the
we're going to take a look. We
Backlash
will know the
legend.
opening match, but that's it. So back
shit.
at it again with the white vans.
Immediately.
Damn, Daniel, back at it again with the white vans. Thirsty, man. Damn. Daniel.
Gain.
An additional copy of your G.
Ooh,
Oh,
wow.
shit.
I can steal somebody again.
Okay,
Let's
yeah,
go.
Cheek can't
Wow.
win. Cheek can't win.
Dude,
Cheek is the only
if
one who can't
Cheek-
fucking win.
If Cheek wins twice,
Oh my
he would
gosh,
end up
I'm
with
gonna go
3
shopping.
cheat codes
Yeah.
again.
That's terrible.
Wow.
That's actually no, Cheek is the only one who.
Come
I'm
on,
actively
bro.
rooting against.
Damn, dude. Okay, I'm glad we
Let's
looked.
go, Cody.
Because having that spoiled like in a comment would have sucked. That's crazy. We won't know the men's match though. We're not looking there. But holy shit, intensity is high. So
I need it.
I'll give my wrapping thoughts first. My wrapping thoughts are I'm nervous as hell now for Backlash. That is going to be intense. I don't know. I would have to think this might be me reacting in the moment, but I think that is the best card outside of Mania. I don't know. I'd have to think on it. I might change my mind.
good.
Money in the Bank's really good too, but that is crazy. For my side though, yeah, we're in the spot we talked about last episode. Once your fan count gets to a certain point, it becomes a lot harder to earn new fans, and we've felt that throughout the season. So luckily we had the Queens of the Ring to give us a strong go home show. Even if we didn't have the bad publicity, we would have still had a really strong go home show. The bad publicity just added to it, but Tegan Knox, her attire failed her, so I lost $30,000 immediately. I also will be losing 5,000 fans here, which that's already factored in because I can tell my number dropped by the 5K there, so we'll probably see that in
true.
the recap. But it has taken effect.
And your money.
Yeah, the money I saw, that went instantly when I said the email, so I guess it probably just triggered the fans. We just didn't have like the obvious call out for it, but I feel pretty good. The Queens of the Ring was able to save me for the go home show. We don't have Shaq for the PLE, but I was thinking of booking my women's feuds that I didn't conclude on the go home show for this show, so I was kind of prepared either way to put something on, but Shaq would have been clutch for like a promo cutter because he's a 5-star there. So we'll have to see what actually we put on the show and who we put in the respective matches. It's going to be intense, but I feel pretty good. Ken, I'm going to go to you next here. You were cutting in. You got super close to Cheek, but correct there, about 21,000 fans. I was like, oh, my God, they're only 1,000 apart. I got all excited. But you have been cutting in to that lead for second place, I guess, pretty strongly here. Momentum building. You also got the big budget after Tony D'Angelo is departed.
Yeah, I think it almost would have been 9,000 fans had you not taken 12,000 from me. So it would have been even closer. But of course, we're ready for every and all retaliations, including getting fans stolen. We're just going to have to roll with those punches. We climb the ladder. We slip a little bit with 12,000 fans being stolen, but just think that if that wasn't stolen, I'd only be 9,000 away from second place. So we're cooking. We're cooking this season, and we're going to keep cooking. We got $250,000 to play with now. This Backlash card looks really juicy. I don't know if we can pull off some really cool wins here in the cross-branded pay-per-views. I'm looking real nice after the week 5. So I can't wait to see how this unfolds.
Yeah, and then Cheek on your side, obviously, Ken and I did not hold our opinion there. We know how deadly Cheek Code can be. You're still sitting on 1, and there's the potential for you to get 2 more, which even if you stole from Armando, not only is it the idea of like Canada and I could lose superstars from those, it's the idea that you can kind of handpick a roster and really beef up your ring XP here in season 3. So what are you telling your locker room getting ready for Backlash?
Oh man, this is a pivotal PLE for our brand because, like I said, Canada is closing the gap. You extended the gap, so I really need a shot in the arm. So this PLE is going to be absolutely critical to gain a couple more cheat codes. Then I can have 3. I can go shopping, get some high-level immortals on the brand, and give me a shot in the arm that I need. So all focus is on this week. It's where it needs to be. And then I got to start unloading some cards. I got to try to close the gap with you. But also, now Raw is in my rearview mirror, so I got to maybe start taking some shots at Canada, my neighbor to the north there, and try to keep them at bay so I can at least keep second and keep first as a realistic goal. So going forward, we'll find out, but big things ahead, and all focus is on Backlash.
And obviously, for content purposes, I do hope Armando, if the men's match is a singles match, I hope Armando loses because I don't even remember what his GM card is. I think it was just like people that win in a certain week get like a big boost in XP because it was meant to be like he was manager for Umaga type of thing. So, but I don't know though. I make that comment, but then I'm like, damn, do I really want, if it comes down to like a gauntlet and it's down to Cheek and Armando, do I really want Cheek to have cheat code? And I think the answer is yes. No. So it's gonna be intense. Look, if you're at this point in the video, if you aren't subscribed to the channel, if you aren't dialed into this series, we have just learned that Backlash is about to be one of the most intense shows of the year. And again, we know we've got season 3. We don't know anything beyond it. So this is crunch time for all of us here. We're operating as such. And the sands are going to shift, man. It's going to get intense. So make sure you're here in that next episode. Make sure you're watching all the other amazing content on this channel while you wait for that episode. Videos for days. But until the next episode, love y'all. Appreciate y'all. Tommaso Ciampa, sorry you're injured for 4 weeks, buddy. Love ya. Toodles.